Hi, this is JR Trader with videos about how to day trade using MT Predictor for NinjaTrader. Please remember that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are taken. They are shown for illustration and training purposes only. There is a risk of loss in trading and investing. All trade decisions are at your sole discretion and your responsibility. Losses can occur and they will occur. And past performances do not guarantee future results. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's just dive into the video. Good morning, this is JR Trader, and I wanted to get with you this morning and just give you a quick example of how you can use MT Predictor to find and implement and manage winning trades. And I made a couple videos over the last couple of days, and I've shown in the videos how I captured this move down over here and this move down over here. Next, I want to show you how to capture this move that goes up to here. I'm not going to go into entry techniques today because that's really beyond the scope of this video. We could talk about that more in later videos. Today I just want to show you, while there's a good example here, I want to show you how you could use MT Predictor to snap the pieces together and find out where you should engage the market. So let's do that real quick. So we'll just go back to this swing since these were the trades that I took. And when this trade was over, I got out on a trailing stop right here at this little white line. Okay, just so you know. But what happened was we put in a low there. We put in a new low, lower than this low back here. Okay, and then the market moved up, went sideways, stayed away from that low area for a long time. So when that happened, what MT Predictor is going to allow me to do is put a level where I think it's going to go to next, or where it could go to next. And it's real easy. All I do is right click and choose decision point, and it puts those levels on the chart for me. Now one of them it put right down here on a previous liquidity level, so that one's, that could be something to look at later. Okay, so then the market moves along and it makes a lower high than the high back here, which, at first that's not a huge deal, but then it goes sideways for a little while. And so we say, well, how high might this thing go, because it looks like we're in a trading range. So let's see where the top of this is. So let's go hit a decision point over here, and it'll give us some decision points. So we move along, we don't go anywhere. Here we get another new high, and we get another low. So let's go ahead and narrow these decision points down a little bit, clear them off, and start with new ones now. So I'm going to take a decision point off of this pivot, and we'll make a decision point off of this pivot. Okay, so before it goes down here, it goes up here. So what we see is right where I got into the next short trade the next day, right here. Now the reason that you would get in right here is because you came into the decision point level and you had red candles and you took out the low of one of the red candles. That's the easiest way I can explain it without jumping into a lower time frame chart and showing you a bunch of different techniques. That's the easiest way to do this. Wait to get to a decision point from a higher time frame. Look for your red candles. Try to make sure you're on the right side of the trend, and let her rip with a small stop located just above. But that's a pretty high probability trade. So I showed you how to manage this trade all the way down again to the break-even stop, and look what happens. We checked into a decision point down here, and we got a blue candle. If we bought it on the breakout of the blue candle, you can see what would have happened. So that's how you do it. It's that easy. Now, let's say that I did get in this long trade and I want to know, well, when should I get out? Well, honestly, I would have gotten out right here at the very worst case scenario, because that's the end of the day, but I wouldn't hold the position overnight. So would I have captured all of this overnight stuff? No, not unless I was playing a longer time frame option, on the S&P or something. But realistically, you're not going to have that whole trade just because of the time of day, and you probably don't want to spend the money the night in the market. So, somewhere in here, you would get out. This white line was the previous day's high. That would be a really good target, and it hit early. So, well, not that early, but that's a good one. Anyway, that's how you get into the trades. Or where you get into the trades. That's how you use the software. Now let's say if I want to find out where this thing's going, I'm going to go all the way out to a weekly chart. And I want to scrunch that up a little bit. Okay. So I could make a decision point off of here or off of here. Actually, let's go to this chart and make this a weekly. There we go. Okay. Now I've got a little bit of structure in here. Just this last high pivot before we get to the ultimate all-time high. Let's click a decision point off of that and see what happens. Okay, so still nothing really in between where we're at now and where we're ultimately going to get to, because we've broken this high. This is the next high. This is a major liquidity pool here. There's millions of stops, trillions of dollars worth of stops sitting there. People are going to take a new position. Um, I'm not going to say it's inevitable that it's going to get hit, but there's a really high probability that that's where we're going. So this is the way that you can use MT Predictor to forecast where you could be going, how strong the move is, etc., etc. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, you can email me. My email address will be in the description of this video. Thanks and have a nice day.